Hello, this is Heather of Shutterbug 101. Today we'll be discussing flash, why you should get one, and how to use it. Let's get started. Flash. We've all used it. Some of us love it and some of us hate it. But for those that hate flash, me 5 years ago, haven't used a flash properly. Now, I'm not talking about your pop-up built-in flash. And if you love yours, I'm sorry to say, I think they're all pretty awful. It's one way or the highway for those flashes, meaning it pops up and only points one direction, right at your model's face, and more often than not, you get this reaction. That pop-up flash is like shining a really bright flashlight right in someone's face. It will not only have your model seeing spots, but it blows out facial features as well. And you get unwanted shadows, and overall, it just doesn't look very flattering. In fact, pop-up flashes was what made me anti-flash for the first few years getting into photography. I was all about that natural light, which is fine if Mother Nature works with you, but sometimes you don't get so lucky. That's where the speed light comes in. This flash has a tilting and rotating head, so you don't have to point it directly at your model. Indoors, you can bounce it off of ceilings, get a more balanced look, but this isn't the only feature you need. I wouldn't use my flash without my diffuser. Now, some flashes come with a little plastic snap-on diffuser, but if you put wax paper over a flashlight, it's gonna give you the same effect. All it does is make the light a little less intense. My opinion, throw it out. What you need is something like the Magmod. Now, it's important for me to note that I am not sponsored by Magmod, nor have they asked me to talk about their product. I just work in a camera store where I had the opportunity to try before I bought it, and I gotta tell you, I don't know what I'd do without it. This is the Mag Sphere, and it is part of the starter kit from Magmod. It comes with a magnetic band that fits over most speed lights, the Mag Sphere, which softens and spreads the light, giving you a very natural look, and the Mag Grid, which we won't cover today, but take a look at Magmod's YouTube link below and see how it works. Now let's get you started why you should use a flash. Right now, we are indoors. Lighting isn't great, but I want to get a photo of my friend. First, let's take a photo without any lighting assistance. It's okay, but as expected, it's a little dark. Now let's try the flash without the diffuser, first directly at my model, and the second bounced from the ceiling by tilting the head of the flash up. You can easily bounce off ceilings and walls if you're indoors, but as you see without using the diffuser, we're still seeing shadows under the nose and chin. Now let's add the diffuser, again directly at the model and then bouncing from the ceiling. Notice here that the light looks natural and the shadows are minimized because the diffuser is softening and spreading the light instead of it being more of a beam. Also, when I had the flash directly pointed at the model, the diffuser makes it so she doesn't see spots at the end of our shoot, and no one complains of how bright the flash was. Now let's go outdoors. Yes, I said outdoors, in the daytime. A lot of people don't realize you can use your flash as fill light to help counteract the shadows and add highlights to your image. Of course, outdoors, there's no ceiling, so we want to keep it pointed right at the model. If you watched my metering video from last week, linked down below, we discussed that there is a way to get the background exposed by a sun in the photo and also get the model who is in the shade in proper lighting. The way to do this is using spot metering, using your AEL or auto exposure lock button on the background, and use your flash and the diffuser on the subject. Now the flash is lighting up your subject in shadow while your camera metered for the background. And you can use your flash and diffuser for more than just portraits, events, nature, still life, and Magmod has more magnetic attachments to help you achieve your creative goals. Everything from gels to textured templates to magnifiers. Again, the link to their YouTube is below, as well as a link to the starter kit and some low price speed lights if you want to get started in loving flash the way I do. Until next time, keep your eye out for inspiration, Shutterbugs. Bye.